Now, what brought Foluke Daramola to this platform? You know, as we they do all these our celebrity cases, it was Tonto that gave it to Foluke Daramola when Foluke Daramola went to shook her mouth into Tonto's matter. As I was saying, my no see me. Now back to us. So it was Tonto that brought Foluke Daramola to all of us on the platform. You understand? And the reason why Tonto brought her, Foluke Daramola, was because Foluke Daramola went and started taking sides with Churchill. If people remember the case, where Foluke Daramola was saying that she was actually for Tonto, for Churchill, and that really hurt Tonto. And Tonto said, this is the reason why I don't have any business with you Yoruba actresses, because all of you, I can't go and be sleeping in Jasmine house. And also, you people are known to be husband snatchers. Do you understand? That make Foluke respect herself. If not, she will drag Foluke. She will drag Foluke more than I better pass my neighbor generator. You understand? She shall give it to Foluke and even use Foluke's stature to advise Foluke to go on diet. You understand? So I now came, I was like, Tonto, that girl, hey, she's full of violence. She not allowed the thing rest at all. She gave it to Foluke, oh, funny bunny straight. And for me, it was kind of funny, because the reason why it was funny was because Tonto, we know her. Oh man, jeun lori eni. You understand? You know, to me, I felt it was just a funny thing, but I picked two things from there. And what were the things I picked from what Tonto said? I picked two things that Tonto said she cannot be doing just like them. That this one, Tonto said that she can't be doing just like them. She can, please, can you press on the love like button? She can't be doing love like them. She can't be going to Jasmine house like her. She can't be snatching people's husband like them. That's why she keeps away from all this Yoruba. She mentioned the Yoruba actresses. It was Tonto that gave it to her. It was Tonto that gave it to her. So we came on the platform that day, and when we came on the platform, we now said, but it's true. Husband snatching that Tonto mentioned. And that's how we remembered Foluke Daramola. I did, not you people now. I did. And I said, but it's true. Foluke Daramola, you know, it was as if it's only messy, all of that we are seeing lately. But because Foluke Daramola did her own things around that 2013, which I personally have forgotten. As in, it was Tonto that drew my own attention to Foluke Daramola when Foluke Daramola go chook mouth for Churchill matter in support of Churchill. So I now say, but it's true. Where is Foluke Daramola and that's her husband that they used to kiss, that the man said 65 prophets, 65 prophets told him that his original wife, when he met Foluke, they told him 65, I didn't say 6 or 5 65 prophets. Go and check it, it's online. They told him that wow, Foluke Daramola is his original wife, and that before he has been to some places and they've told him that the day he will meet his real wife, that the person will be somebody that will be will have 2 children, that we have 2 children. How many children? That the person would have given birth. And the person, another thing he said, though, I can't remember, that the person the day they meet her, that their body will just, chemistry will just do pakam, they will just gel, and that is it. Meanwhile, in those days, I now went into Google. You understand? And I said, What about that man that they used to kiss? Because that man, he disturbed our media. That kind of day, Salako. Wow, wow, wow. He disturbed our media that time. You people are talking about Messi Aigbe's man. This, what's his name? Eleke Puff Puff. That one not do. This man was sorry to use the word, he acted like a nuisance that time. He talks, in fact, he will be the one to call journalists. He will be talking more than Foluke then. Then Foluke will just do like this, you know, like somebody that is ajebota and will be doing lovey-dovey, and he will be the one talking, very lousy man like this. All the journalists then, they will carry him. I didn't even know that he used to be the one that, you know, but then he will be writing that he's a husband to a journalist. So therefore, you know, he's not to a celebrity. So therefore, he's not a celebrity. He used to feel very important that God gave him that luck to marry Foluke. I don't know why and why he felt that way. Then behold, there was another actress. If you Google it, I don't want to go. I want to analyze Foluke Daramola's chat. You know what she said in the car. Another man then came, another lady came out then, who was Foluke Daramola's friend. And she came to beg the public that the person she pities. I was saying it here now. Because I remember. I remember all this story clearly. Thank you, everybody, for my hair. This my hair is Yeti wig. You understand? I remember this story very well. You know, the moment they brought Foluke like this, it was as if they ran zeros everything to my brain. And I say, that time, one woman now came out, one lady, one young girl, I've forgotten her name, maybe Bola or something. If I Google it now, I'll find it. She now came out, I was begging. She was fighting Foluke, that she was so sure that it is Foluke. She said Foluke jazzed Kayode Salako. And that was why I was interested. Because we heard that anything that has jazz inside it, it doesn't last. And even if it's not jazz, anything that is not from God, it doesn't last. Anything that, because all those prophets that he was saying, in fact, this is a man that lately, over time, he doesn't go to church anymore. The man that was a pastor of Redeem, he now started worshiping Ifa. Babalawo Ifa. This thing I'm saying to you people, I have evidence to prove it all. Tori emi, akagugwe ninu Google ni, and all those things. The girl came out then begging to see the what's the name of the Bukola Salako, what's the name of the wife, to see her, begging her that is, you know, she was the one that took Foluke to this man, and the intention is for them to dupe the man, not duping like duping. No, I told you about one time when my cousin came and said that, please, you get one rich man way like me, say he don't collect my money for my head, make I play along, and I not come like the man be like person where they wear pampers. That kind of thing. The intention of that lady was to take Foluke there because Foluke said she was broke, and this man, Mumu, they owned a school that was doing so well then. The school, I knew about it. It was a known school. You understand? That people even knew about it. Do you understand? So, and they had it in two places, Foluke and one other place that time. You know, it was a known school that had lots of students, and I didn't know the woman, but I knew when the scandal controversies came on air, I know the school. So having to know that these are the proprietors and the proprietor of the school, you understand? So the case was quite interesting to me. I don't know where some of you that are younger than me was then, but I know that older people and, you know, a bit younger people of my age will know about this story. So Foluke, the lady was so angry that why did Foluke, the intention was to stop Uncle Kayode and go. No, understand that what Foluke then did by snatching this man is terrible. So it was all over, all these papers there, city people, prime people, or Kinikon people, all those things. You understand those scandalous time? It was it was in 2013, all those time. If you people know what I mean, it was really, we were all abroad though. It's not like we were not abroad though, but if you go online and all those things, you'll be seeing all this story was flying. And behold, when we were talking about it, we started receiving calls from America. People, I didn't know that the wife is one of the owners. The wife is one of this Mr. Salako. She's one of the owners of the courtroom, in the sense that she comes to the courtroom and she's even somebody that contributes to what is happening. You know, when we are talking about different cases, she will contribute. I didn't know. Because you understand, so it wasn't like Foluke's case came online through her. Oh, you understand? It came via Tonto. So it was Tonto's case that we were, and Foluke that we were talking about. We wanted to use them to even cash cruise. Then I was then wondering, I said, where is that? Is Foluke and the man? Is the man still with her? That was when we now knew that the wife is in America, this original wife now. Now, so sister called in, friend called in. That eventually, unknown to us, that she then called in. In fact, it was an emotional moment for all of us on that day. Because for me, I don't know about all of you, for me, it was annoying, because by the time we got her to, she called in, I was shocked. I don't know her. You understand? By the time we got her to call in, and eventually, and they were telling me online that day that many of the things I said were true. And these were things on the media. It's not in total. You understand? It's all what we all read. We were reading it. And the kissing, we were seeing it. The wedding day, we saw it. All what he had to say that his wife is, no, people are toasting her. That's for Foluke. Kayode was ridiculing himself, saying people are toasting her. And that is his wife. His wife, it's not Foluke that chased his wife. That his wife went away, walked away. It's in the paper that she moved out of the house. Not Foluke that chased her away. Abi people cannot remember. When Foluke then said that, I will play her chat. Then when that woman came, the one that hurts me with the woman, is when the woman now said that we should be helping her to be praying for her husband. I've not even finished praying for her only. I'm talking as my mind being. I should help you to be praying for your husband. Because, people were trying to go really violent with the man. They were not even going for Foluke. They were going for the man. They were really giving it to the man, like irresponsible. When I show you people the kiss, everybody was irritating. And the woman was saying she doesn't want anybody to help her curse the man. That we should please be praying for the man. And that the reason is because of her children. I can't ask and say, ma, please. So we should be helping you pray for a man that have hurt you this badly. But I needed to agree with her because that is her. You understand? We all differ. I am not her. She's the one that have gone through it. So she said, you people should be praying, we should be praying. Me, I won't lie. I have never prayed for him. I just decided to be looking. So good thing was, after the chat, I think a day or two later, I'm not going to lie to you people. I think I told you people that for some reason, she called me and I was able to then talk to her. Thank God. I didn't know I didn't even store her number. In fact, I had to go and look at that chat. The month I did it, as in weeks ago that I did it, then to be able to track the number on WhatsApp. You understand what I mean? Check it, go to the date, then be able to see. Because on that day, when I spoke to her, I was then asking her, I said, were you, because you know there were some questions I came back with the answers for you people, where some people said the reason why the man left her was because she's older than the man. Then they had heard that, you know, the man had, I think maybe the man she wasn't married to the man, but she has children for the man. So I asked her that day, I said, are you older than that man? You understand? So just so that, because we heard that, you know, as if now one arugbo, do you understand? As if, and she told me no, that they are 1 year. In fact, she told me, and I gave people the feedback that no, it's not like that. Oh, that the guy lied about his age to her, but they are just 1 year difference. I think, like, let's say he is 50 now, she's 51, and he lied because you know how some men are, they want to be together, so he lied. And I also asked her one question, which is, are you old? As in, some people said that time that she was old and everything. She now said no, she's of the background of, you know, all this SU, you know, deeper life. You don't understand? So they are the people that don't wear anything. They are natural. You know, all these natural people. And then, you understand another thing that we know. Do you understand? In those days, that time, it was speculated, it was then affirmed that the woman was a virgin at the age that he met her. Do you understand? They stayed together for 13 years before Foluke snatched him. Oh. Do you understand? And they married in Ado Ekiti. They did wedding. I will prove it. I'm coming. No. Now, I then asked the question of, are you as in old? Do you have old look? And she now said no. She's deeper life. You know, when you don't do all these things we do. Because I said it, but I wasn't sure. We heard no. I said it that this woman was a virgin when they bench her. And you know, I told you people, all these virgin, I don't know. People like us that we are not virgin when they meet us, we are streetwise. Virginity is nothing if they will be doing you people yama yama. Yeah, at the end of everything, now only virginity we go carry, go tell God, say we are chief. Man, we do Foluke will be after one, me too. I be after two, then me too. You understand? And they will appreciate you. Why do virgin and not appreciate virgin? You understand? And it's all these virgin people that their case is always like this. Oh man, so many. So I said it. I said, I heard that time that you are a virgin and everything, and she affirmed it, and it is true. In fact, she sent me some things to make me know it is true. But lie. But Amy, toba deadly o dejo. When she sent it to me, I was happy, and it was in reference to when her husband started regretting after he had left Foluke. Maybe you know, after she has not left Foluke. After she yes, after he had left Foluke, because he's left Foluke now since 2020 during the pandemic. Yes, because things went very bad for him. His life, you know, his life called Penyeke. He started going from grace to grass. Because the school, he was managing it with the wife. They were both doing so well. In fact, that school, each school, that time, they were, it was a known school. If people don't know this school, you understand? It was a known school. Many people were in that school. But now, they can't boast of 100 people in this school. I didn't know. It was by I was trying to find out that, Foluke husband, where Foluke snatch. These people married since year 2000. She sent me the proof. I asked her, year 2000, Foluke snatched the guy, 2013. The place the guy wrote where all the places he's been going to, and they told him that he has offended his wife. And it's of the regret that he can't believe he used his mouth to destroy himself. Even begging the woman that, okay, even if you don't want me anymore, when he went back to beg her, just forgive me so that my life will be good again. The woman said, I'm not holding you, I'm deeper life. I have every proof. She's, I needed to know. I didn't know. I'm sorry, madam, because you understand. I would have called you. You understand? And I sent her, I told her that, I said, send me your picture, because I want to, I asked her, I said, send me your picture. I asked her that time. I asked her, I'm going to go to that her page. I said, send me your pictures. You understand? I want to go to that page. Look at the woman. That they told us that it's old, that Yarugbo knew this. Look at the woman. I don't want people to be. Look at the woman. Look at the woman. Look at the woman. This is this his wife. Do you understand? No, she has changed now. She now goes to redeem. At the time that they were together, if you see her picture in one or two that they were able to put together for us then, she's deeper life, no makeup. You understand? No earring. You know this deeper life. You know how they behave. Then you can imagine deeper life joined together with virginity. They will be doing like Dede mama. You understand? They will just be doing they will be clean, no matter though, everything will be clean, no. You understand? No Ashe will not be work, no prostitution, no. You understand? But they are not streetwise. Only Bible they know. You understand? Only Bible they know. So that's what me I heard. So I told her, how are you? Let me see you. How they say you are old. And I got her pictures there. Although ni mo ni pictures in here. If and the voice notes of, you understand that they are married. If not, I would have thought, that woman is lying to us. Let's listen to. She wasn't like this. No, she wasn't, Olori. How did you know? She wasn't. If you remember the picture they gave to us that time, she be like, Yeye, to couple with virginity. Oh. You know all those people that are virgin? Oh. They don't know anything. They will now, you can't be a virgin and also be deeper life. It's too trouble you put on yourself. You will be like natural. Too natural, you will now be like Methuselah. Do you understand? So now that one they can't sell to us. Now gbogbo wa believe. Èmi ò ní parọ́, èmi náà believe. No, how can ya Methuselah arúgbó? How can you go and marry this young man? Na him the man run. Ó ní arúgbó kan ló fẹ́ o. Wọ́n arúgbó o. One woman no, old woman no. Later we come dey hear say na lie you, say na virgin o. Na virgin this one, that the woman na deeper life. No makeup, no earring. Is that a crime? Is that a crime? She's just not streetwise. That is all. She's just not streetwise. She's just I'm a mommy. In fact, the woman, her parents live abroad. Only her. She's the first child. So they left her with her granny in Nigeria. All her young ones abroad. They got one or two got in touch with me. They never knew what she was going through. When one was talking to me that time, I was in shock. She said, if not for this program, and her father, thank God the man is still alive, they did not know. She ran to America so that her family will not know the in-depth of what Mr. Kayode Salako and Foluke cursed her. They didn't know. It was that program when she called in, the sister that called me, Obìnrin yẹn Kenny. In fact, the sister sent me the message she sent her, this lady I showed you. She sent me the message. She couldn't talk to her. She was begging her sister that she's so sorry. Because you know that day, there was tears on all of us here. We all cried. If you didn't cry, I cried. The only time my eye clear was when she said we should please be praying for the husband. Bani, I beg, madam. Kúrò lórí phone. Go and be praying for your husband by yourself. How can I be praying for man that dealt with you in this manner? Now, let us listen to Foluke. So, put into consideration, it wasn't her that brought the case to us. And I've heard from one of them that called in that day, I think her cousin based in Nigeria. You know, the lady's cousin said that Foluke and the husband, they really, especially the husband, they bullshit this woman on the media so many times. They bullshit her. Hello, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ fi unbiased mind. Don't think because we are thinking, okay, we have seen that, oh, Foluke is liars. Don't try and be neutral and listen to how Foluke addressed this woman and the way the husband has been addressing this woman. And this is a woman that gave birth to all his children, no? Except for the one he just married now. And the one he married now is that same school. Was a student from that school. In fact, what I learned about it, let me not say much. The girl is a small girl. You understand? Now, because of, they say he don't chop noodles saute, he has emaciated, his life is shattered, yeah, everything has scattered for him after he married. So he told Foluke to go. He has a battle to fight for his life. And money should come back. So he excused himself from Foluke and told Foluke to go. But you should know that if 65 prophet told him that Foluke is the right woman for him, why did he tell Foluke to go? Then went to marry another woman. That's where you should know where I'm coming from. If 65 prophet told him that Foluke is the right woman for him, 65. Then he now left Foluke. Remember that every birthday of hers, the man, go and look at from last year, 2 years, you can't see, the man would have started shouting, would have brought a trumpet. Ara Dugbo, Zazu. Ah, my wife is a celebrity. His grandma is loading. You won't hear word. He will be announcing it. Go and check. And that was why I thought to myself, hope it is not that something has happened. Then Foluke, now, I will read, I think some people went to look for her trouble. Do you understand? Went to look for her trouble on her platform. So she's been fighting. I even saw Fela's daughter also went to, which of, is it Morayo's platform? Fela's daughter, Auntie Ren, is it Ren, Abiremo, Abireno? I've forgotten that auntie's name. Uncle Femi's sister. Please remind me if you know that Foluke that is crying for respect was so rude to her way back Kinikan years. That's so Foluke also she understand. Meanwhile, that Foluke was so wicked and rude to her. So I don't know what they've been doing to her on the platform that made her come out again to come and do this chat. So now we are going to look at Foluke now. Please, guys. This Madam Bangboshe, wallahi, she really go look for trouble for that platform. Okay, so this is Foluke.
I am not an academic.
Okay.
Everybody knows that I'm an actor. So I don't have any business whatsoever in Coyote School. Two,
I think you know, maybe I don't know what happened. You know, that woman on that day said to us that she and Mr. Kayode, they are, she's the proprietress and he's the proprietor. Maybe she's hurt. Maybe, I'm just thinking, maybe, I don't know what prompted this chat, but I read one comment that said they went to her platform when she was, and I think during this Tinubu's time, a lot of people have been using whatever they can to, maybe that's what happened, because I don't know, I'm guessing, you understand? So she's been fighting people on her platform, you understand? She's been fighting Sister Yeye, Auntie Yeye, yes, correct. Auntie Yeye said she was Foluke is very rude to her, or was very rude to her and stuff like that, and stuff. So Auntie Yeye said it's public forum, you understand? So she's wondering why Foluke is demanding respect from younger people when she herself, she gave it to her long time ago when Foluke was a child and she was in her 30s. So Foluke is in her 40s now, and Auntie Yeye is in her 60s. So that's what she's trying to like say. Now, Foluke did this video chat. I mean, this video, I don't know why. There must have been a reason. There must have been a reason, you understand? I don't know why, but I think maybe people are trolling her a lot, like her husband snatcher, kinikon. So she chose to do a video like this, So now let's listen to her. Then we'll be able to look at some things.
When I met him, we met on the civil society grounds, change agents of Nigeria precisely. We met and we're very, very good friends.
But Foluke, the problem here is this. Why I think you are lying. Yeah, it's possible you met on, it's possible, civil ground, it's possible. But your friend told the world, told all of us, your friend in the movie industry as well came out begging then. In fact, at a point they wanted to arrest that lady. They were threatening to arrest her. Mr. Kayode was threatening. You know that Mr. Kayode, he's such a lousy man. Yeah. He's such a lousy man, he's just very lousy. He was too lousy that time. Sorry, if the woman is on board, I'm sorry. I didn't like his, in fact, if you compare him to other men that they have been snatching like that, because I've been seeing some people say, no man can be snatched. Shut up, men can be snatched. Why can't they snatch a man? Even women can be snatched. Why can't they snatch a man? You can snatch a man in any way. As long as the man is married to somebody else, and for this reason, this woman packed out of her marriage because of you, a man can be snatched, a woman can be snatched. Every human being can be snatched. No man can be snatched. What do you mean? You people are always looking for excuses for yourselves. A man can be snatched, a woman can be snatched. The snatchy, the snatcher, the snatched is what you should look at. So, the person snatching now, Foluke, the truth is, your friend told the world then, came out, all of us read it. In fact, the girl was an actress that time too. I can Google it now. And there was talk of, the lady kept saying that her pains was begging. She was begging on the media. She went to maybe 2, 3 non-medias. Google it, you will find the story. I read it for you people there. Begging that this woman should please forgive her. That's the only pains. Because on hearing that this woman moved that out of her house. And Foluke, because the woman, she made mention of it. You understand? That at the time, because we questioned her, if people remember, that did she hear about Foluke before she left there? Yes, she did. but because of her orientation and the respect she has for her husband, her orientation and the respect she had for her husband, she chose to pack out of the house because this man was full-time with Foluke. In fact, the hotel in Omole, then, they called this woman and told her, and they live in Omole. Can't you people go and watch that chat? Go and watch the chat when we question the woman. You see, it's not about Foluke now snatching that man. It's about her coming out and acting as if that woman never existed. That's not good. Do you get what I mean? That's unfair. That's too much. And you know they have been bullying this woman since. The husband has bullied her. Then she now, knowing, she's heard from the man that so she continues with that. Or she continues. That's what she's doing now. That's unfair. When did you, what somebody's asking? I shared it after this video. If you go after the next video after this video is there, you will hear the woman talk on this chat. Just go on this chat, on this platform. The video after this one, you will see the woman. You will see the woman. Do you understand? So it's not fair. So I know many of you that you will support your child to go and snatch people's husband like that in Boshe. You understand? Or you have snatched, you have destroyed people's life. Then you will be saying that I'm the one. Am I the one? Do I know Foluke from anywhere? Do I know the woman from anywhere? Do I know Mr. Salako from anywhere? Is it not what they put on the social media? And when we see it, we learn from it and we'll be telling ourselves, be careful of Foluke Daramola. Be careful of people like Yeye Salako. This is what he did to a virgin. Foluke Daramola, an actress who is supposed to be our role model. That's how she starts Yeye Salako. And you know this Yeye Salako shares the same birthday with me. Not same year. We are both April 4. Oh, they do me. Because I know how our stars, they love. We are family people. We love like stupid. So Foluke is talking now.
And we're very, very good friends. And 4, I don't know Kayode's wife from Adam. We've never met. I never had any confrontation with her. I didn't have any business.
This is somebody that they've seen before. In fact, they met at a shopping mall and she knelt down to greet her. I will read comments and you will see their cousins, families, everybody coming there to. In fact, one woman was on that platform that is Mr. Kayode Salako's cousin. Her name is Fumi Salako. She too came to type. Go there. You will see how people are doing. So how will you say you don't know the first wife? You never met her before. That's not good. You know, after you people dealt with her, the whole you people drilled in her heart. She's yet to get over it. Then you coming out to come and be rubbishing her upon the fact that the man go have left you. Why? Okay, who told you to do this chat? I'm still thinking. It's just like maybe trying to I don't know, maybe your trolls or people that I don't know, the people you're trying to impress. I don't know. But if I am asked, the man has left you too. So why come to do the chat? Another woman is celebrating him 1 year anniversary. Why come to do this chat? Why? It's just to bring that woman. Because I believe maybe lately, maybe she's heard people saying that, because they silent that woman for years. She has never come to the media. I am the first person that she ever called on her chat. And it's because some of her family and even she watches our program. She's always watching our program. So she was shocked to see, they're calling her that your case is on Yeye Kudi's platform. Then people calling her to say, Colin, it's not going to be good, you don't call that. She has never spoken. Then coming out to talk is like, you people, after you've beaten her, a two-hand shaking, at least walk away. The husband have begged her. The husband have begged her. That's why she's still having the feeling of we should be praying for her husband for her. Kilo kanwa. I like Kokomi. I pray for her and her children. Call on Jeka you want that. Her husband, she should be praying for her husband. Because she's yet to divorce the man. They have not divorced. She has been asking that man for divorce. Because I asked her. People remember she explained it to us that when the wedding was meant to take place, she needed to tell her family, no, because she's from Ijebu, that they should not come and oppress, And she knows the background her husband is from. In fact, I told you people now that the first day they gave him visa, he was going to London. The village ballet, the king of their village, they chartered coastal bus. Everybody from his village came to airports now. He's the first of his whole village to go to London. So you can understand what I mean. When they went to do that registry, I asked her here, which day she said they are legally married. In fact, later, I think I asked her later on, and she told me year 2000. And if you go and read some of the things that guy have written, on the media, you hear, this is somebody I know lived with for 13 years. This is somebody I've noticed for 13, I've been with for 13 years. So they married since 2000. Then you that snatched him in 2013, you now claim you don't know the man. You know the woman. That's disrespectful. No matter what it is. The only thing that you didn't give birth for him. You met her there. Fine, he probably say ignore because he was carried away by your celebrity name and everything. He felt he was a nobody. And he had money more than you. He had money. The money they were getting from the school at that time was really cool.
Any business whatsoever with her, whatever transpired between her and her husband, I don't have the faintest of idea. Also, Bosworth, from what Kayode Salako told me, my husband,
that's Bosworth, the school
owned by Foluke Salako. He started that school when he was in his humble beginnings. And mind you, if it is...
You can tell that she actually came out to explain. Do you get it? So definitely, I'm not sure if she watched our chat. She probably did, because in that chat, maybe she probably did, you understand? In that our chat, we were talking about the Bosworth school, and the wife said something. She will never be happy because she's heard reports that the school have gone down, the school is broke, many students have gone. It's not like how it used to be when she was there as a proprietress. Everything has done down. So I remember she said that would be one thing that will hurt her if Mr. Kayode Salako messes it up, because that is their baby. She meant, like the school is their baby. It's something they did together. So if he chose to exempt the wife from it, it's for you to use your common sense to know that he just wants to be with you at that moment. Because she's everywhere these days as if she's depressed. Oh, really? Okay, maybe maybe because because that chat has been a long time. So I'm just thinking, could it be if Foluke Daramola had seen that chat, yeah, and wanted to like answer the wife, yeah, I personally would think, what is that answer going to fetch her? As opposed to what she actually came to do here was damage control. And to me, she told lies. She told lies. Because this guy married. And I don't know, maybe he lied to her. Let's give her the benefit of doubt. Because the man seemed like a liar. And obviously, she that wants to snatch. The snatchers always want their man to lie to them so that they can snatch. Then they will be acting as if they'll be living in denial. But I want to let her know, if she's claiming she never knew that they were married, or the guy was never married, Dabi, she's the legal wife, you are lying. She also has documentation. In fact, do you know how many people, I know you know all these people, the siblings, do you know how, in fact, some of them have withdrawn from, you see, when he went to marry her, a lot of them have withdrawn from their case. They've left the man. They just feel God should heal him. Many people left him. When they were together, when he was still with this is legal wife, this is first wife, that has the children, big children. They are in their 20s, oh. Yeah? The father was living with him. His father. And they were taking care of the father. She was monitoring many things for him. Many of his family that thought, Foluke celebrity, there are some family, somebody that's, for the first time when he traveled abroad, the ballet of his village came to Lagos State to come and see. What do you expect when they meet someone like Foluke? They would think that they have met Jennifer Lopez. Do you understand? So they were very excited. And so they supported their brother to marry Foluke. Only for after the woman left the house, the woman said that he didn't chase me. Oh, he was seeing her. I left the house because she thought he would come and beg. Only for him to say 65 prophets have said that this is his wife. The other woman can go. There's nothing he didn't say that time. He abused the woman very well. Then his father died. Because when Foluke entered, they took the father out of the house. The father too supported him to be with Foluke. Unknown to them that Foluke that now the man he come for and waiting she won't chop. When in life can go down, he sent Foluke to go and sort out herself. He said he found his level. He's married. The girl he married. Can I shock you people? Imagine Sultan. He's married. He's giving birth. He also gave birth. The girl has given birth. The girl gave birth to a boy last year. Otibimo. So it's not a marry, as in, you understand? He's married to a girl from that Bosworth school. So she said, you understand? The difference is the man left her and she was already because he felt, the man thought they, because he has turned to Ifana, he has turned to Babalawo now, he doesn't go to church anymore. He was a pastor when he was with this woman, as deeper life. But he felt his matter was spiritual because where he was going to, they said that first wife, he has offended her. That's why he kept on going to beg her. And he said, it's because he met her a virgin. He himself said it. So you devour a virgin and you now disappointed a virgin. Many people, some of you, what you go and snatch can cause you people problem. You have seen some men that don't deflower anybody. Many of them, gigolo, snatch. You went to snatch That's why when he went to with Foluke, kò pẹ́ rárá, life ẹ̀ kò bẹ̀ sí trouble ni. Slowly, steadily. He didn't rise. He kept going down. He did campaign, and for one thing, he won. They didn't give it to him. He won, but they didn't give him. You know, like MK Abiola, he suffered. What did they do to him? LP people, they removed him from everything. When this boy got there, that's when he now said, he has to go and take care of himself. He had to leave Foluke. Shokoto maye, Joe. Foluke, don't say that. It's not good. You see, when you do such a thing to people, you see, God is not man. Do you understand? God is not man. If I'm in your shoes, I probably will not answer. And if I do answer, I will not belittle the woman I hurt that much. You people hurt that woman. I'm telling you, I will not say I don't know. I will say people make mistakes. I believe it's the monetary aspect, because I know that in your heart, do you really love that man? I beg. Anyway, it's possible. It's possible. Because it's not as if you two are prettier. You know, you people are fit. You understand? Because I think it's the money. Because they said the first time he met you like this, that girl said it then, that he gave you a lot of, say, 700,000 on your son. So you say, something where they say make a con shop, just shop go. Now, so you tebati. Remember that girl said it. It's in all the papers now. Your friend, the Nollywood, Bola Abikilonje, go and open it. Go and read it. Here people wanted to use police and army and Google to carry out that time. Don't know, Oma show any. But you did bad. But she believes you just the woman. So with all that, where will we put that story? Where will we put that story of your friend, the actress that came out and was angry towards you? That you people's intention was to chop Uncle Mr. Kayode. Now you destroyed the home. That she was begging on the media. She was begging on the media, begging the wife. Foluke, no. You shouldn't have bought that to address that woman. It's unfair. She's not with the man. The man has left her. She's not like, she tell her to bring her the man. She's not with the man.
Not his own. By now, about 13 or 14 years ago, the true owner of the school should have collected the school from him by now. Besides the fact that I don't even know what is going on in that school. I can't remember the last time I stepped my foot in that school. And 5.
It's for him. The school is for him and his wife.
The only legal wife. Look how it is, Salako. My husband is a polygamist. He has kids from other women.
Okay, please. Did you hear her? Please, am I the only one here? Okay. Let me drink water. Okay. Like I said, I am the only legal wife. My husband is a polygamist. So did he traditionally marry the others? Because I know you are referring to the first wife, which is this woman, and the wife with him now. Because which other one do we know? The ones we know. And the other to have kids for him. You are the only one that don't have kids, a child for him. So you are the only legal wife. My husband is a polygamist. So did he traditionally marry the rest? Because koyemi. Tori oyibo yen koyemi. Because you have not only come to confuse me, but rather you have decided to make me confused completely. Because I am the only legal wife. My husband is a polygamist. Polygamy is that he has wives. Everybody is a wife then. Do you understand? So Are you the first wife? That's what you should tell me. Are you the first wife? No. I met somebody there. So then I'm sorry. I will want to advise the woman on board. If you are on board or you ever watch this program, I know she wouldn't care, but your husband should be checked. Because how can he be marrying people, all of you? You have certificates of marriage. She is also claiming marriage, which I think she's truthfully saying this thing. In Nigeria, don't they have, because records we here, before you wed here, because I did registry. I did introduction, I did an introduction in Nigeria. Then I did registry. I did church. All the ways that people marry, I did Christian rights, Muslim rights, I did Nikai. You understand? Now, the registry aspect, it took them 3 months. When we went to take a date, they told us 3 months. We have to wait for 3 months. They will service our name all around. Woman, check it. Europe, anywhere, America, they will check if you have any. I think they don't care about Nigeria, Sha. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. But there are rules there. Then they will allow them, they will give us a date that, okay, they've checked and they are satisfied that, you know, we can marry. And they will ask us many times, are you in any way, you know, committed, marriage in any way, any slightest of it? So if your husband, this goes to the first wife, marriage for Foluke too, you understand, she's crying, she's the legal wife now. That means your husband is practicing bigamy. Hey, I don't want to teach you. Don't want to teach you. Don't want to teach you. Because bigamy in here, that is prison here. And you are in America. I know Foluke wouldn't care, and I know you won't want to do anything like that. But why Foluke is, what she's saying in public is not good. It's not good.